everybody knows we're Republican, and also, for sure, our candidate is Republican candidate. We have only one Republican guy who ran for mayor. He didn't have a primary because he's only one, okay? And most important person today is Curtis Sliwa.
Let me just say that I want to thank you, Svetlana. It's amazing what you've been able to organize in this part of southern Brooklyn for many, many years. I go back to the days when Alec Pokrosny was a Democrat. And Rudy Giuliani was the greatest mayor that we ever had in this city. Am I right? And as Alec Pokrosny knows,
it was a Democratic club, Democrats for Giuliani.
That's right.
2002, 2003.
And I came to Levy Park and endorsed Alec Pokrosny in front of 4,000 Russians.
Yes, sir.
If you remember, they said, well, you're a Republican. I said, but Alec Pokrosny is the best candidate running for office. And I've been here every year for Alec Pokrosny, especially now that you did the conversion.
Yeah, well,
let's give a great round of applause.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
And then,
I didn't mean that.
The great Assemblyman Michael Novikov, who the other day came to Queens to hear me at Kew Gardens Hills the day before 9/11 at the synagogue. The place was packed as I was giving my presentation. I must tell you, I did not see him because I got into a zone, because I remember 9/11 like you all do. And I did not recognize him. Now, as you know, some politicians, some elected officials, they were like, oh, you didn't recognize me. Then, at the Holocaust Memorial on Sunday, and by the way, no Eric Adams, no Andy Cuomo to come pay honor to the few Holocaust survivors, many of whom live in this area. That is a shanda. That is a disgraziata. You make time for Holocaust survivors. And Michael was so good to introduce me and explain to everybody how I would protect the Jewish people, but more importantly, not do it just as a Gentile. I have 2 young sons, a total of 3 sons. 2 have been raised Jewish, and you know who their mother is, Melinda Katz, who is the Queens Democratic DA. And I was really saddened to hear from all 3 of my sons that they don't teach in schools about the Holocaust at all. They don't teach in school about the dangers of anti-Semitism at all. And they don't teach about the attack on 9/11, 24th anniversary. And I swear to you, we will not have Zoran Mandami as our mayor on the 25th anniversary. Cross my heart and hope to God. We cannot. But the assemblyman was magnificent. And then I explained everything that I would do. And I know that some of you are thinking in your mind, well, you're the Republican. You don't have a chance to win in a Democratic city. Are you Republicans? Most of you, are you Republicans? Raise your hands. Who are Republicans? Are you proud to be Republicans?
Yes.
Well, start acting like it. All right. George, stand up a second. We have a candidate that we got to beat. Their Zoran Mandami candidate, their Justin Brannan candidate in Bay Ridge, which they've taken over. They have taken over Bay Ridge. I remember campaigning with Rudy Giuliani Giuliani, Marty Golden, when that was a Republican area, and the only Democrat of note was Vinnie Gentile, who would now be kicked out of the Democratic Party for being too moderate. They are taking over. We have to all come together. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. If some of you get a little weak and soft and say, well, I don't know. Everybody loves Curtis, right? We love Curtis Lewa. We love everything he's done all the years as the Guardian Angel leader on WABC Talk Radio, on television. We love Curtis, but what? I'm at the top of the Republican ticket. If you're Republicans, you vote the whole ticket. Looking for an independent candidate, whether Eric Adams or Andrew Cuomo, because you're not going to come back to the Republican line. We've got great city council candidates that are running. Do we not?
Yes.
Is he not running called great?
Yes.
George? He wants to be able to take out the person chosen by Justin Brannan, who is a member of the DSA. We must stop that, because next year we have an opportunity to take out Kathy Hochul. With Congresswoman Stefanik. And let me explain to you, some of you are a little young, you may not remember. Remember in 1993, David Dinkins was mayor. He did a horrible job. Rudy Giuliani lost to him by 2%. It was another heated election in 1993. Remember that?
Yep.
Rudy Giuliani only won by 2%. And he helped save New York City. Do we all recognize that? Republicans saved New York City. No chaos, no corruption.
That's right.
The next year, who ran for governor? And don't tell me you knew who he was at the time. None of you knew who George Pataki was. You couldn't pick him out of a police lineup if your life had depended on it back then. This guy from upstate Peekskill was able to beat Mario Cuomo, a much better Cuomo than Andy Cuomo. Why? Because Rudy won first, and then Pataki won. And for 12 years in Albany, we had no chaos, no corruption, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
So the Republican recipe works. If Elise Stefanik is going to win, she's got to get 35% of the vote in New York City. The bulk of the vote is in New York City. A lot of people have fled upstate. A lot of people have died who lived in upstate. They don't have the population that they used to have when George Pataki was running against Mario Cuomo. So we got to lock down New York for the Republican principles that we represent.
Exactly.
We are the only party that believes in this flag. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
This is what unites us. The Democrats want to burn this flag, want to hide this flag, want to say this flag does not represent them. This represents all of us. It's what binds us together. We are going to teach our children history. We're going to teach our children civics like I learned, so they understand the importance of government, so they understand why you have to vote. And we're going to teach them that men have died in battle for your right to vote, which is a privilege. And many of you citizens, you had to take a test to become a citizen that my 3 sons who've done well in public school could not pass. My 3 sons could not pass the citizenship test because we're not teaching our children and grandchildren our traditions. So I am the candidate of the Republican Party. If anybody had wanted to challenge me, they could have done it in a primary, correct?
Yep.
Where were they? Eric Adams said, oh, maybe I'll run as a Republican. I said, come on, make my day. I'll crush you in a Republican primary. So beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. They're going to come to you and they're going to try to say, look, I failed as the mayor. I failed as the governor. I know I'm responsible for Zoran Mandami, because they are. If they had done a good job, you wouldn't even know who Zoran Mandami is. Only his neighbors would know. Eric Adams failed as the mayor. Andrew Cuomo failed as a governor, and now it's time for us Republicans to clean up the mess and get us back on track. So, I'm going to finish on this note. I get more support from independents. You look at the polls. From moderate Democrats, from animal lovers, than I do from our own Republicans. What does that say about our party in New York City? It's like Rodney Dangerfield, the comedian. The Republicans get no respect because you don't show any pride. And you can't just show pride in a presidential election. You have to show pride in every election. If you don't fight for our Republican principles of patriotism, law and order, backing the blue, we're the only party that does that. The Democratic Party, Zoran Mandami, and Cuomo and Eric Adams, they want illegal aliens to vote. Do you want illegal aliens to vote? No. Because there'll never be Republicans in New York City or New York State elected. Why would you drink cyanide and support the party that wants to destroy Republicans? Remember what Kathy Hochul said after Lee Zeldin won the primary? She said, all of you Republicans, you supported Trump, you supported Zeldin. Get on a bus, get out of here, go to Florida. Did she not say that?
Yes, she did.
You remember when Andy Cuomo was the governor in 2014? He said, well, if you're Republicans and you're conservatives and you're right-to-lifers and you believe in the Second Amendment, you don't deserve to be in New York. You should leave. Do you remember that?
I remember.
Well, how come some of you are beginning to forget? Or as Andrew Cuomo said, America was never that great. Remember that?
Yes.
What does he mean by that? America is the greatest country in the world. Our party represents those values. Our party supports legal immigration. We want men and women who are escaping socialism and communism here because you know better than anybody else the dangers of Zoran Mandami.
Yes.
That comes from the Republican Party. You don't hear that in the Democratic Party. Andrew Cuomo lost because he didn't campaign. I'm out there 20 hours a day, every neighborhood. Neighborhoods where the only Republican they ever saw was Abraham Lincoln on a $5 bill. And I get respect for what I've done for 46 years. So I am your candidate. And I have an entire ticket to get elected in all 5 boroughs. I am not dropping out. I am not getting bribed. Nobody can buy me, sell me, lease me, own me. I am a stand-up guy, a man of honor, raised by blue-collar working-class parents from Italy and Poland. I understand the blue-collar working-class experience. I will not forsake you, but do not forsake your party. Do not forsake your party. If you're a Republican, you back Republican principles. If you're not going to back the Republican candidate and ticket, just become rent-direct Democrats and help put the final nail in the coffin of New York State. And if God forbid or Hashem forbid that this Zoran Mandami wins, what did Andy Cuomo say? I'm off to Florida. Curtis Lewa was born in Brooklyn, almost shot and killed in Brooklyn, and I will die and be buried in Brooklyn. I am the only New Yorker in this race who exemplifies New York values of blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians, men and women, all through the 5 boroughs. So be proud of being a Republican. Be proud of your ticket. And if you turn your back on this party, it's over.
That's true.
Because we know there are people who have 1 foot out the door. Or are you going to stand and fight for what you know is right? Are you a quitter?
No.
Or are you a fighter?
Yes. Fire.
I'm 71 years old. I don't have to talk about being the toughest candidate. They all talk about being tough. When you're a tough guy, you don't have to tell people you're tough. But what we need as a mayor in our city is somebody who's compassionate, caring, and considerate. And that's how I've led my life. As my father and mother raised me, they said, Curtis, you do good things for people and good things will come. Never ask when, why, or how those good things are going to come. They will. That's what our party represents. Be proud of being Republicans. Be proud of the organization you have in Southern Brooklyn. And let's make sure we keep it red. We don't need no blue turning us purple or a blue period. So are you with me?
Yeah.
Are you proud to be Republicans?
Yeah.
Let's start acting that way. Thank you.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I love this guy.
Guys, please, 3 minutes limit, please.
No problem,
We have a lot of speakers.
no problem. I'll get right to the business.
Thank you.
Okay. So first of all, good evening. Thank you so much for coming here today. I know there are a lot of things to do on Tuesday night. So thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting our cause. And till Curtis leaves, I just want to say that each and one of you can campaign for Curtis, same as I do. I meet people on the street, and they're asking me, Michael, what's going on with the mayoral election? And I'm like, okay, who are you gonna vote for? Well, not Mondani, obviously. Who is your choice, like Cuomo or Sliwa? And they're saying, well, you know what, we really like Sliwa, we don't like Cuomo, but Sliwa doesn't have a chance. I'm like, wait, stop that right there. Why Sliwa doesn't have a chance? And they're like, well, because, and I'm like, give me like an idea. Why? Well, Cuomo. Do you like Cuomo? No, we don't like Cuomo. Why do you don't like Cuomo? Because, you know, he put 15,000 of our grandmothers and grandfathers died because Cuomo made a wrong choice and put those COVID patients in the nursing homes. They're like, well, yeah, we agree. 50,000 people. Do you know that Cuomo signed a bail reform legislation? He signed the bail reform bill. He did that as a governor. He could have vetoed it. He could have, but he did it. So he was a progressive guy. Now he wants us to look at him as he's a conservative. He's a moderate. He is not. Okay, what's wrong with Sliwa? Anything wrong with Sliwa? And they go like, well, the red beret. I'm like, really? Really? The red beret versus 15,000 deaths and the bail reform? I'm like, you know, Michael, you're right. You're right. So give him a chance. Vote for the candidate you like. Do not compromise. Vote for the candidate you like. So I'm asking you, when you're outside, when you're speaking with people, when you're talking with them, tell them this. You know, go by example, like what Cuomo did, what Sliwa did. That's it. This is why Sliwa is our candidate, 100%. So what we need now, and I thank all of you for helping Svetlana and the Brooklyn Republican Party with you know, getting the new candidates, with the petitioning, and it's a very tough process. I know. I've been petitioned for myself. It's tough, and all I need to ask you is we need more registered voters now, because let me give an example. De Blasio's second term. Do you know how many people voted for him? 8%. 8% of New Yorkers. 8% decided on how we're going to live for the next 4 years. So we need more registered voters. I am doing a registration drive just outside of my office. Please, I have Arthur right there from my office, right in that corner. If you would like to volunteer your time, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. We're putting together a schedule right now. We will train you. We will show you how. It's very simple. It's not hard. So you can volunteer to register new voters. This is This is my ask to you. If you can do that, I'll be very, very, very thankful to you. So if you're able to do that, Arthur is going to get your contacts, and we will train you, we will show you how. Thank you so much. Thank you to Svetlana for putting this together. Thank you. My name is Michael Novakov, an assembly member from the 45th Assembly District. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, good people.
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
First of all, it's an honor to be at a wonderful place called Republican Coalition. I see Liam here, I see Katie here, I see Svetlana here, I see Nico here, I see Ramaz, Katie, and many other friends. See? No problem. And George is laughing. So it's a pleasure to be at this meeting. Let me just say a few words, because Svetlana said 3 minutes and she's the boss.
Yeah, but I got the clock out.
Clock me, clock. So first, just a very, very short tribute to Charlie Kirk. Very short tribute. Us older people wouldn't listen to him religiously, at least majority of us. But the young people, young conservative people, they were listening to him every day, like my son. His fiancée is still crying, like she lost a family member. What was the most important word that Charlie Kirk was talking about? One word. That was word earn. Whatever you do in your life, you have to earn it. Earn it. And that's what divides Republican and Democratic Party now. Republicans are saying earn it, Democrats are saying go and get it from the government. It was a short tribute to a big man, Charlie Kirk. We'll have to earn. That's what America is about. Now let's get to the mayoral elections. That was a minute and a half, right? Curtis Sliwa, Andrew Cuomo, Eric Adams. I'm not going to mention another name. Some people are telling me Curtis has no experience in managing a big city. Oh yeah? First of all, he is and it's not because I'm saying it in front of him too. Maybe he doesn't. But we have a different goal right now. Our goal is getting a mayorship. We have to win the elections. We don't have to think about city management yet. Curtis is a quick learner. And he's going to get good people next to him. Now, I'm praying that next week, Eric Adams will become an ambassador to Saudi Arabia.
Turkey's better.
I was there with him, so don't say anything about it. Andrew Cuomo, I think he's going to endorse Mamdani. Saying, Alec, how that can be, right? Because if he's not endorsing Mamdani, he has no future in Democratic Party. Andrew Cuomo would not have a future in that Democratic Party that they call Democratic Party now. Because you have to be a socialist. I want to be a prophet in this case. And then Curtis will be against that wherever. When I'm running against somebody, I'm not mentioning my opponent's name. I don't want to. Curtis is running the campaign that can win these elections because it's door to door. It's grassroots campaign. And you know what? This is the only campaign on our side
which ran as a grassroots campaign. And if you think about the other guy, there is a grassroots campaign. So you can beat grassroots campaign only with grassroots campaign. Andrew Cuomo cannot do it. Even he's alone. Forget about Eric. Eric cannot do it. But Curtis, because he's running grassroots campaign, door-to-door campaign, he can win. Now, the last thing. People telling me, Alec, this is a democratic city. How can Republican win in this democratic city? Look at me. I'm a Republican assemblyman in a district where you have 3.5 times more Democrats than we have Republicans, and I won. So you can win. You can win in a city with so many Democrats, because a lot of Democrats still think that the most important word in a person's life, in the American citizen life, is word earned. They still think that this is right, even though they're not talking about it because they're afraid to be fired from their jobs. 3.5 minutes? Let's just see what's going to happen next week, next 10 days. Because there is a possibility that Curtis will become the only candidate, and he's going to win this race.
Yep.
And I'm going to say one more time, I'd love to be at the coalition meeting here. Thank you all very much.